video. If you hear any noise in the background, that's the AC. I'm not turning it off because it's hot. So we're in the car right now, so I wanted to do like a in the car chit chat video. We are moving back. We actually rent in the Philadelphia area, the outskirts of Philly. We're moving back to the Allentown, Bethlehem area. This is all in Pennsylvania, if you're not familiar. We currently rent. We have a 1-bedroom apartment. It's me, my husband, and we have 3 cats. When we first signed our lease, I think 2 years ago, it was $1,500 or $1,600. It was $1,600. But now our last year renting there, it's $1,800, and that's after like pet fees, parking fee, a bunch of different fees. And yes, we can afford that. We both work full time, but we don't want to, and we want to buy a home one day. So of course, if rent is so high, it will take us longer to save up for a house. And we actually got an offer that we could not refuse from his parents, who are a lot older. They're senior citizens. They own a home, the home that my husband grew up in, his childhood home, and they offered to give us the house. So we of course said yes. And at first it was we were a little bit like, we don't know, because that's not like an ideal thing to do. But with the way that everything is so expensive, and buying a house right now is like triple what it's supposed to be, we decided, you know what, let's just go ahead and buy the house from them. This way the house stays in the family. They don't have to sell it to strangers. And then when we have our kids, we'll have like the extra bedrooms, a backyard, a front yard, and all that good stuff. As of right now, we have not moved yet. We're still at our apartment. I just wanted to give a disclaimer. When we do move, you will not see his parents, out of respect and privacy. I will not film their bedroom, their bathroom, or them without their permission. So if you don't see them, they're there. It's just, I want to be respectful. This is my YouTube. They didn't want to make a YouTube for a reason, and I'm the one that's making it, so I don't want to be like, put a camera in their face out of respect. But we're excited. We're definitely excited to one day own the home. The home is beautiful. It's just the 2 of them, and they're a lot older, so getting around and keeping the house clean is becoming difficult for them. So we have no problem stepping in and helping them. And in the future, having them, as like when it comes to us like having a babysitter, they'll be there to watch their grandkids, and just to help us raise the kids in general. And I'm currently in the car with my husband. So I thought it would be fun to do like a car rant. This video is going to be about our experience renting in Philly. This was our first time living in Philly. We lived in the Bethlehem, Allentown area for 2 years, and then we decided to move to Philly because of my employment. If you don't know, I am SPD tech, or Central Sterile Tech, full-time. My husband works in clinical trials. He works from home, so we can live anywhere and he'll always have a job. But this video is about just our experience renting. I'm not going to say where we currently rent at, because I don't want to get sued. So I think the biggest thing about renting where we're at right now is, I think, the price. We live in a luxury apartment. And it's nice, but I mean, right now our rent is $1,800, and I'm like, it's not that nice. They have a pool. We have a washer and dryer in our unit. What else? We have a dishwasher. Just I guess the basic luxury apartment stuff.
The dishwasher has a dent in it, and we moved in with a dent on the dishwasher.
Right. So our appliances we're not like brand spanking new, but I guess because of having those amenities is considered a luxury apartment. our first year renting there was honestly not that bad, but year 2, it was like no, it's time to go. So we're not re-signing our lease. We're currently moving. So I think for me, the second biggest thing, first was the price. It's too expensive. Yes, we can afford it, but we don't want to. Number 2 for me is the noise. I think each building probably has like maybe like 5,000 tenants. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, it's a lot of noise, constantly noise. The fire alarm is constantly going off. It's just a lot. And coming from like renting in a very small like house, like setup, to renting in like a giant like mini city apartment complex, it's just a lot of noise. Getting adjusted to that. Also, what else, babe? I don't know.
Let's see, the fire alarm was so bad when we first moved in. It would go off on a frequency, and it goes off across the entire building. It's so bad that the only way that you could drown out the noise, which is expecting, is this fire alarm, but the only way to drown out the noise is to wear noise canceling headphones. And it would happen on a frequency of like every 6 weeks. That's how like often it would just randomly go off. Every 6 weeks or so.
Yeah, but then they were trying to say that someone was pulling the fire, which I don't. I don't think somebody was pulling it, because it would go off at like 3 a.m. So I think it was like faulty, but they didn't want to admit it. And then the fire department would have to literally come and like turn it off. That happened a lot. And it would be on for like maybe 5 minutes. Of course, the cats, they're scared, they're hiding. It's just a mess. And actually, one time we were sleeping, we heard a gunshot.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't know. I was sleeping and I heard it, but I for some reason, I didn't know what it was. I thought it was this. I didn't know what it was. My husband was like, they shooting. Like,
well, because I was on the rifle team in high school, so I immediately knew that was the sound of a gunshot. Not to mention, it was like consecutive, real fast. It was like...
Yeah. Yeah, and then the next day we got an email. I guess because everybody was like,
what the fuck is that?
even we, I think we sent an email too, like, we're concerned for our safety. We heard a gunshot. I think everybody sent an email, because the next day they were like
so
trying
bad
to calm everybody, like, oh, it's not going to happen again. It's just a lot of things that we noticed after year 1. The community was supposed to be private, gated, but people were just letting people in. It was like Uber Eats would come in, Uber, Lyft, people that's just like, I'm here to see Bob, they'll let them in. So it was not as safe as they made it seem. And also, there's a lot of college kids that they rent to. College kids, like Section 8, nothing against Section 8, I'm just saying. So it would be like regular families, you know, college kids who want to party and be loud.
Oh yeah, remember that one time when the first year we moved in, and those college kids, they moved in right with us, and they threw this big party. It was so big that they had like all these little 19, 20-year-olds and like they were in dressed up like the club in their dresses and shit.
Oh yeah.
And they were like you could see them all walking through the parking lot to come in.
And he was right next to them.
And like we were coming home that day from like a trip, and we like heard all this noise, and we saw all these people walking like their dresses, and we were like, I wonder where they're going. And they're going to the apartment right next to us.
Right? Oh my God! Right? Literally, our next door neighbor.
Get the cops to come. It was crazy.
And as soon as I realized what was going on, I went back downstairs to the concierge, and I was like, listen. And the guy was like, we already been getting complaints. They had the cops come, and they were like pretty much, it was like almost like 11 at night. I'm like, dude, you can have a party, but at a certain time, it's time to be like, hey, I got all these neighbors. It's time to be like, it's time to shut down. It was like they were just getting started, so it's just a mess. It's just a mess. Like the noise.
Metropolis.
This restaurant, they call it Metropolis. that would always have like, I guess they host stuff like, I seen someone have a baby shower there, like graduation parties, but it's like right downstairs from us, so of course it's loud and it's like all night. And at first it was like, oh my god, that's kind of cool, but then it was like, okay, I'm trying to like watch TV and you hear people outside screaming. It just got to be too much. So yeah, it's not, renting in Philly, you have to be very careful. Like it's not in a bad area where we rent, but Philadelphia in general, you know, you could turn a corner and now you're in a crime scene. So renting in Philly, you really gotta research where like you're gonna be renting at, if there's been shootings there. You just never know what you're gonna get, honestly.
Yeah, there was the time too when they had to put out an email about people's catalytic converters getting stolen in the parking lot. What's up?
Isn't it Cadillac converters?
Catalytic converter.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a catalytic converter. And it was so bad that the property manager had to put out an email, if you had X, Y, and Z car, like to basically like take precaution, pretty much.
I think they were doing that with like the Kias, right?
With Kias, yeah.
Yeah, because of TikTok, they were teaching them how to steal Kias, which is so stupid.
Yeah. Luckily, we have Subarus. So.
Yeah, we don't, but still, like, that's a damn shame.
Oh, yeah. Real bad.
Yeah. So clearly, we're very excited to move. We can't wait to move. I mean, we're gonna miss not being so close to the city, but I mean, we could always drive in. We used to just drive in, like to go to the mall or stuff like that. So I guess we won't miss it that much, but I'm definitely looking forward to being like in the suburbs and it being quiet, stuff like that. Another thing that became really annoying was there's like this trash room, which is like it's like a room that you could put like your boxes, like your delivery boxes, like in a recycling area, and then like your regular garbage. It's like this chute where you just toss it in. I guess it goes all the way down to wherever they keep all the trash, because it's too many people for it to be like actual trash cans for us to use. But then because there's so many people, it would always get clogged. And then
people throw dumb shit down there, like furniture.
Yeah,
Try to.
People try to put like furniture in there,
working up wood and stuff.
So it will get clogged. And then of course it's garbage, so there's flies start to come. So the trash room sometimes will just get filled with like garbage bags, because you can't put it in the chute. I've seen like people put like furniture, like beds, like box springs and stuff in there, and you're not supposed to. They have if you have like old furniture, you're supposed to bring it downstairs and put it in the back. I guess they have like a garbage area for that, and we've done it before, like with like old lamps, stuff like that. You're not supposed to put it in the trash room. So I've seen that in the trash room. Basically people just being irresponsible and just being nasty. People just like take their garbage bags, instead of putting it in the chute, they're just putting it on the floor. Like, you don't have a maid, like, you know what I mean? People are just not raised right, to be honest. Not raised right.
Or they take their furniture, they drag it to the trash room, and then they leave it in a way that it blocks the path to the chute. So then you gotta move it, right, to try to put your trash down through the chute, and then the chute is blocked because people be putting shit down there, like broken wood or whatever, you know.
Yep.
It's just a mess.
It's just a mess. People are being irresponsible. People not following like signs. Like if the sign says you can only go in a certain direction, they'll still go the opposite way every day. We've gotten emails, like constant emails about handicap parking. That's been a like every day they're like, the handicap parking is for people with handicap stickers. People are still parking wherever they want to park. Emails about towing, cars will be towed. People just doing whatever they want to do, to be honest.
I've only ever seen them tow one car ever, and that's because they were deliberately blocking the flow through like the front entrance of the building. But people, they just be parking in random ass places they're not supposed to be, where they should be towed.
Yeah,
You know,
because
like
they're
fire lanes.
yeah, because they know nothing. If you know nothing's gonna happen, it's like a joke to them after a certain point. What else, babe? So the trash room, the people being ignorant, basically. What else?
Well, I seen this. She said she ain't seen this, but I seen this before because I take the trash out a lot, and there's a lot of dog owners, especially on our floor. And some of the dog owners, when they walk in their dogs, they'll defecate right in front of the elevator area. I actually seen it. It was so bad one time that somebody stepped in it and smeared it all over the floor. That the cleaning people had to come in and bleach the floor.
Wow.
Just disgusting.
And nothing against dogs. We love animals. We have 3 cats. But it's like if you see your dog use the
Pick up
bathroom,
after your dog.
yeah, just pick up after your dog. And the elevator. I mean, what?
The elevator. You know what I mean? Like she said. You know, there's like at least 5,000 people
In each building, yeah.
Because it's large. It's probably like a 13-floor building. And you know what I mean? Some days when you work a job where you talk to a lot of people throughout the day, you just want some peace and quiet. You know what I mean? You don't want to be bumping into strangers all the time. And then it's like you got to go downstairs to get your mail. You got to go downstairs to get a package. You got to get in this elevator. And it's just, you know, personally, I don't want to be bumping into strangers all the time when I want to do normal ass shit. Like grab the mail,
Right.
you know? Or go out to get food,
Yeah.
you know? It's just a lot.
It's a
For
lot.
me personally.
Yeah, it's a lot. And clearly, we're antisocial. We don't want to.
Introverted.
I'm an introvert all day, and I am antisocial as well. He's social when he has to be social. So clearly, we don't want to talk to people if we don't have to talk to people, and we want to be like just secluded. So those are the cons of renting in a very large complex, and a complex located in Philadelphia, the outskirts of Philadelphia. Yep, that's it.